Yeah, seems to be so weak. Let's get that straight right here, right now. So we see the overstep of the limit of the person. So we see that the overreach here, the limit is I would say the limit of overreach is way over bound of the line of person based on the overstanding of government and the people. The people would not have been mentioned as that for whoever they may think that they were talking about. You see, because these type of people believe that they run the world, they run you. You know what I'm saying? They die like you, they shit like you, they piss like you, they gotta eat like you, but they run you because they got a little bit of lawmaking power because they've been elected or appointed to a position within the government. We must crush this type of mentality. If you're an elected official, you must be doing what it says. You know what I'm saying? By the people, for the people. You know what I'm saying? That's your job. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we see, you know what I'm saying, that the overreach here, the limit is way over the bounds of the line. That is a fact and point blank. Let's get that straight. Right here, right now. We see the numbers. We see the numbers are going up rather than going down. As we see. Now, the question would be, how is the numbers going up, but not going down? And every time they want to force this down your throat, the numbers go up. So it gives them a reason under the fact of a pandemic or a virus type attack, I would call it. You know what I'm saying? Of terrorism from within our own government. You know what I'm saying? Every time it seems to be clearing out, the numbers start to go up. So we know that it's something to this that meets the eye. And people have to start thinking about that. Rather than going down, we see a lock in of other countries as well. The method has a lot to do with that. And we must understand that. So let's get that straight. Right here, right now. As long as they keep the method, it will never go away. And that's a fact and point blank. Sorry to say it, but that's the way it is. As long as you keep the method, it will never go away. Let's get that straight right here, right now. Because once you omit it, or once you went along with the shit because you were forced into it just about with restrictions and so on, and now she's talking about, even if you don't do it outside, I'm going to have to be forced to use more protocols. You see what I'm saying? She's behind in the government so she could say that. She's an elected official using an overreach of her power to tell you and force you into something. So as long as the method, it will never go away. So the spread continues. Now we see. Now I see, changing subject, Mr. Abbott has a challenge. Mr. Abbott down there in Texas, he has a challenge on his hands. But if the Texans are smart, they will reelect Mr. Abbott for governor. You know what I'm saying? If they're real smart. Because if you let a demon Democrat in Texas, he's going to change and rock your world and make you do everything you don't want to do. And before you know it, he's going to cause a mass of chaos down there. So you need to reelect Mr. Abbott for governor. Do not trust no demon Democrat in that seat, because the Democrats want to bring heavy changes there in Texas to keep, to keep you under the same knife. You know what I'm saying? Under the same knife and stripe of this wicked Luciferian plan to get this garbage in people. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand that. We have to understand that. So keep Mr. Abbott in that seat. if you're smart. And I know Texans is way more smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact and point blank. You know what I'm saying? John Sheriff, Sergeant at Arms. You know what I'm saying? Now we see Biden bullshit mandates and orders, like I was saying before. You know what I'm saying? Orders to stop the demon Democrat administration continued push, you know what I'm saying, on the people. So the court must have ordered them to stop permanently. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But the administration, the demon Democrats and Biden administration, continue to push it and ignore the order, and telling businesses to keep, you know, keep the requirements going. You keep telling them they got to do it. Keep telling them that they have to, and it's required. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Keep telling them that's what the administration is doing. They're continuing to push and ignore the order and telling businesses to keep the requirements, you know what I'm saying, of the treatment. On workers, the demon Democrats most, I should say, famous move is ignorance. Let's be frank here. They're very ignorant, especially Bush Jr. He was ignorant, and his father, and the Red Bill Clinton, all of them are some ignorant, nasty-handed, filthy, lawmakers that ever graced the stage. Oh, you know what I mean? The things they have done, you would not want to, it probably would make you throw up. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. But one of their most famous attributes is ignorance. To ignore and continue down the same road as if they God and you gonna tell me what to do. I'm the demon Democrat and I'm gonna turn this motherfucker into the ground if I want to. Because, the law isn't what you say, the law is what I see. But that's one of their famous moves is the ignorance and ignoring the court's order. You know what I'm saying? Hard-headedness. You know what I'm saying? Hard-headedness. Won't let go. You know what I mean? Biden to me is the worst president, even worse than Bush Jr. You know what I'm saying? Even worse than Bush Jr. when we look at it. You know what I'm saying? All the way out. You know what I'm saying? That's point blank. You know what I'm saying? And why should Biden and Kamala get away with this destruction and nasty-handed crimes of poison and all this different stuff? Why should they get away with that? Because one of the nastiest-handed things in the world for a person to do is to poison someone. This is one of their specialties in a lot of countries. I know this. They ain't got no problem doing that. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's still, oh my goodness. Whew. Anyway, with this nasty, why should they get away with these nasty-handed crimes? He is no different. There's a need, you know what I'm saying? There's a need for it to be investigated into this pandemic to begin with. From the very beginning, when, like I said, no one was sick until Cuomo pulled that bullshit. You know what I mean? But there needs to be an investigation into the whole situation to find out from beginning to end, even going to whatever accusations you have about any other country being involved. You know what I'm saying? But we need an investigation into the pandemic from the beginning to where we are now. Why? Because many have received and many was forced to leave. You know what I'm saying? To leave. And that is a fact in point blank. Many were forced to leave out of here, literally against their will. But literally from a trick. Garbage that she's still pushing. And I'll prove that. You know what I'm saying? Give me a minute. You know what I'm saying? But many were forced to leave. And, who are depending, who are depending on us to bring true light and free their soul, their blood from these beasts, and which what they put within them people to cause this to happen. For we are Americans. Let's get that straight right here, right now.